Hey everyone, my name is Cheyenne Stone, and I decided to make a vlog for my friends and family so you could all see what my life is like here in France and just kind of follow along as I, do different things here. So I hope you guys enjoy it. So this first video is just going to be a little background about myself and kind of the decisions that led me to move to France and just kind of how all that went and why I decided to come back. So I guess I'll start from the beginning. So back in 2017, I graduated from Meredith College in the spring, and then my goal was just to continue working the jobs that I had and to get a few more classes that I would need in order to apply for a nursing school the following year. So I kind of had this, I would call it like a gap year between my undergrad and wanting to go back to school for another, bachelor's degree basically. So a couple months passes by, the summer turns into the fall, and a few things kind of lead me to this decision that I just want to drop everything and travel and be an au pair. From the beginning, it was such a short process. I really should have spent more time looking into it and finding a family, but that is here nor there, and it's just water under the bridge. But anyway, so I started looking for a family at the beginning of 1 week, and by the end of that week, I had basically committed to them and started the process to get my visa. And in the middle of that, I had to explain to my family what I wanted to do, which was a little bit nerve-wracking at first, but I knew that I could tell them. They have always supported me in everything that I have done. So I'm extremely lucky to have, the family that I do, and that really just supports me in anything I want to do. So it was great. But so I told them, and I think that my entire family was a little shocked, but not too shocked, because since high school, I've always wanted to travel and to, if I could one day live in another country and just experience that. So I think it really wasn't too big of a surprise that maybe at some point this situation of me going to another country and living there was going to happen. But anyway, so once I told my family, I had to tell my friends, which was exciting and sad at the same time for me, because I had built up such a great network of friends that I could just call on any day of the week to be like, hey, let's just go for a run, or let's go out to eat, or can we just hang out on the couch and just watch a movie? And it was sad to think that I wouldn't be able to do this anymore. After my going away party, I had to pack up everything. Now, at that time, I was living in Raleigh, and I had a complete apartment full of things, of a couch, my bed, books, everything. So I had to figure out what I was going to do with that. I ended up selling most of my stuff. I got rid of my washer and dryer. I sold that. I pretty much sold everything that I could. I got rid of a ton of clothes. Basically, I condensed my life into, I think, maybe like 10 boxes that are now at my parents' house. Sorry, Mom and Dad. I know you hate having them in your attic, but that's where they're going to stay for right now. After leaving all my stuff at my parents' place, I moved to France and met my host family, and they let me settle into the little apartment that I was going to be staying in. I ended up staying here in France until July of 2018, and through the 9 months that I was here, I got to meet a lot of incredible people, and I lived close enough to Paris that I could come and take the train in. And so I spent most of my weekends in Paris and got to explore the museums and hang out with friends and just really explore the entire city and just take in everything it had to offer. So I ended up really loving France and loving my experience. I loved the food, I loved the people, I loved the culture. So it really led me to want to come back to France the following year. So after I came back in July, I stayed home for 3 months in order to get everything that I needed to get together for my visa and just pack up kind of the rest of my stuff, because this time I was going to bring all of my clothing with me. So instead of it just being 2 suitcases, I had the biggest suitcase that you can buy and that can fit on an airplane. And then I had 2 other duffel bags, in very, very large duffel bags. I'm talking like huge. And then I also had my carry-on and my, and my backpack. And so I brought all my clothes back to France with me. I still kept all of my other stuff at home in my parents' place. I ended up bringing a couple like pictures and picture frames with me, but that was about it, and all my important like documents. But that's all I brought with me to France, and I just left all my other home stuff at my parents' place. And I've been back in France for about a month now, and I'm still just getting used to things and trying to figure out my day-to-day life and how I want to schedule things. As of right now, I work from home and I work on the computer, so most of my day I am in the apartment, which is really hard for me to just kind of get myself oriented or to kind of get myself motivated. So I'm trying to still get on that process of, okay, having a set schedule and things like that, but it's coming along. Yeah, I'm loving this area. It's definitely a lot different than being right outside of Paris. Toulouse is a lot smaller than, you know, Paris. Obviously, like Paris is the largest city in France, and I believe Toulouse is like the 5th largest city. It's about this, I think it has about the same population as the Raleigh area that I was from. So, but it feels more of a city because there's definitely a downtown, and there's a tramway, and there's a subway, and, you know, just all this public transportation that allows you to move around the city really easily. And yeah, so that's basically why I decided to come back to France and why I went to France in the first place. I hope you guys subscribe and like below. That will really help my channel to grow. I also hope you come back for my next video about the Christmas markets and what my Christmas holiday season is going to be like here in France. Bye, guys.